Question 13. So, first of all, we know we've got this, so I'm going to write down dx over dt, which is equal to minus 2 sine t. And we're also told root 3 cos 2t. We can write down dy over dt. And that's minus 2 root 3 sine 2t. So we want dy over dx. So dy over dx will be equal to dy over dt multiplied by dt over dx. So if I just piece these two together, yes, that's dx over dt, so be careful there. So dt over dx is 1 over this. So the whole thing would be equal to minus 2 root 3 sine 2t over this part, 2 sine t. Minus 2's obviously cancel each other out, so we're going to have root 3 sine 2t over sine t. There we go. Right, now part B. Bit of a challenge, this part. I like this part of the question. So it's saying here, it needs to get the equation of this line, and it's a normal. So remember, so normally we're asked to work out like a tangent, but we want a normal. So let's work out first of all the gradient of the tangent at this point. So the tangent. So that just means substitute this into here. All right. So if you substitute this t value into here, just think about what that's going to give us. So if we just pop that in there, that's going to give you minus root 3. Now, I know I've jumped a little bit there. Okay, all I've done is just substituted that into here. Right, okay, so the gradient of the normal is, remember these two things multiply together to give me minus 1. So the gradient of the normal is, switch them around, change the sign, okay? Right, now where have we got to go from that? So we've got the gradient. Now we need to know a point on the line. Well, I've got the t, so if I now substitute that back into here to get my x value, and substitute into here to get my y value. And what that will give me is it will give me a coordinate of minus 1 minus root 3 over 2. So I've got the gradient and I've got a coordinate. So now let's just piece it all together. So I've got y, take away the y part, the y ordinate, so it's going to look like this, and then equals, we've got 1 over root 3, and then x, I'll take away the x ordinate, so plus 1. So probably the best thing to do here, let's multiply everything by 2, just to get rid of that 2 just there, and that's going to give us x plus 1 over here, and then multiply everything by root 3, so we don't have that as a fraction. So 2 root 3y plus 3, and then I'll multiply out what's left over here, 2x plus 2. Just having a little check about where we're trying to get to. All right, so we want to make it look like this one over here. So I'm going to go to the right hand side. So I'm going to take away the 3 minus 1 equals 0. There we go, right? So we've got to this point just here, all right? Not easy, that. We've got to really know what you're doing there. Right, now there's another intersection. Right? There's another intersection here. So there's a number of different ways I suppose you could go about doing this question. This is what I thought was the best approach to take here. So I went back up to these. I'm trying to think about how I could combine these two equations together. So if you think about x is equal to 2 cos t. Well, from there I can say that cos t equals x over 2. And then I had a little play with this part just here. I'm looking at the cos 2t part. Right, that was the bit I was interested in. So let's just write that down. Let's write down the y here. All right, so I've got y equals root 3 cos 2t. So I'm a little play with that. So using my double angle knowledge, I know that cos 2t is equal to 2 cos squared t minus 1. So I just replaced it. So y equals root 3 and 2 cos squared t minus 1. Well, remember we just said a second ago that cos t is x over 2. So let's replace it, and where do we get to? So cos t is x over 2, so that'd be x squared over 2. There we go. Take away the 1. Remember, everything's multiplied by 3. And let's see where this goes. So what am I going to get here? Well, I've still got a root 3 here. And that's going to give me x squared over 2. Don't forget, got to take away 1. Right. Now let's have a look at the line that we're trying to see if it will cross over. So remember what we did before. Now we could take it from here, we could take it from over here. Now what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to take it from this bit, because I can easily rearrange this to make it y equals, if I just take away root 3 over 2 from both sides. So let's write down where we are now. Alright, so here we go. Let's just write this bit down here just so you can see what's happening. So we've got y equals, so I've got over root 3, and then I've got x plus 1, and then we're going to take away root 3 from root 3 over 2 from both sides. Right, now what we're interested in, look, we've got y equals, we've got y equals. So therefore, let's just find out when that is equal to that. All right. Now it looks horrid, but actually it drops out quite neatly, because we can write root 3. So let's just write what we've got. Minus 1 equals. So we've got 1 over root 3. X plus 1 minus. Okay. So from here, what do we want to do? What's probably the best thing to do at this stage? Well, we could just multiply this part out, multiply out these little brackets here. I can multiply everything. Wait a minute, if I multiply everything by root 3, that's a good idea, isn't it? Right, if we multiply both sides, just everything by root 3. So multiply everything by root 3. So we get x squared over 2. We're going to get 3 just there. And then that's just going to cancel there. So that's just going to give me x plus 1. And then we're going to take away 3 over 2. Let's multiply everything out now. Let's just do this side here. What do we get? We get 3x squared over 2. Take away 3. And then x plus 1 minus 3 over 2. I don't like the 2's underneath. So let's multiply everything by 2. So we get 3x squared, get minus 6, and then we get 2x plus 2, take away 3. So now let's think about solving. So 3x squared minus 2x, got minus 6. So if we take away, so if we add 3, take away 2, that takes me to minus 5. Now I've got something to solve. Now there is a bit of a previous clue, because you know one of the solutions was when x was equal to minus 1. So therefore we know x plus 1 is going to work in there. So it's only one option then. It's got to be a minus 5. So then that gives us possibilities. We've got x could also could equal minus 1. Now that's the one that we've already used. X also be 5 over 3. Now we need to give the coordinates, so we need to take x equals 5 over 3, and if we sub it back in, remember, to one of these guys up here, and then we should find out, so if we just take that and just go and I'll pop it into this one over here, it looks like the easiest to do, and then that will then give you a y value of 7 root 3 over 18. So our full coordinate is 5 over 3, 7 root 3 over 18. And there we go. Right, tough question.